中完個咩新筆，入完個咩筆屎位啊！睇下點樣。好，繼續。高高高高高。好。尋日我前日過完條橋。點樣？冇得跑，俾你慢慢睇，唔俾你衝而家喺度。前面有塊咩啊？有個圓形嘅嘢，鏡定乜鬼？佢頭頭你明嘅喎。咩 stop 啊？咁部戲咩？我冇要求你成為我一部分。如果你唔想同我一齊死，唔好理我。嗰啲幻聽係咁話唔想死。點啊？咩嚟㗎？即係 stop 乜嘢？點啊？停啊！咩？你唔好翻過。冇嘢得留戀了，剩翻大家，唔好拋棄我。大家受苦，佢哋對我嘅睇法係啱。所以話咩？唔好聽佢講。好驚啲孩子害怕黑暗。都係。編造怪物出嚟填補空缺，但唔係真。佢哋咩？將佢哋成為真，穿咗過去。No！ 唔好離開我啊！哇！屌！以後再冇啲幻聽，穿過咗一個，而家點？可以跑啦，可以跑啦！衝啊！同以前嘅套路唔同，係嘛？高貴嘅戰士挑戰邪惡，尋求勝利同榮耀，如此咩啊？唔知乜嘢分離。穿過去，呢個地方唔一樣，佢似乎知道有咩真正折磨，冇辦法擊敗，無法逃避嘅回憶。做咗以前有埋間房。有用綠色，有用綠幕咪咩咯？嗰時未用啊嘛，嗰時都未諗住呢啲。而家整個綠幕好過啦。唔使個 cam 遮住晒後面啲嘢。BBQ 有。佢阿媽呢個係。係啊，後邊有班人喎，專心啦，唔好望住而家個樣，唔好理我，唔好睇我，我要打後邊啲怪。唔好睇我啊！轉身啦，衰佬，唔好望而家個樣，唔好睇我。後面啊有兩個唔知乜嘢，睇到啊，睇到黑暗。恐懼同苦難嘅面孔。BBQ 啊！而家記得啦。再無所畏懼，神已經透過我嘅手救咗你阿媽。你殺咗佢。神靈嘅意願。講粗口，呢個對你點解？ 呢個係當你聽到來自地獄嘅聲音嗰時會發生嘅事情，佢哋爬進你嘅靈魂喺內部侵蝕你，影埋下身，似你阿媽一樣，黑暗都揾上你。6個月時間搞成咁，完全明白。你用自己嘅瘋狂詛咒咗我，你創造咗黑暗。我仲係個細路。你創造咗黑暗，所以你可以匿喺佢後面。點樣而家？咩嚟㗎？女巨人就係佢阿媽。痛苦帶嚟救贖，呢個神靈嘅行事方法點樣過橋定點？講大話穿咗出嚟啦！而家喺個圈圈度，點樣？打女巨人，把劍咁難，你冇向神靈禱告。我向你阿媽禱告，通啊！無使咪太過軟弱，所以冇辦法打敗黑暗啊！你折磨佢，你殺咗佢，呢個就係你就係黑暗，我可以將你殺死而家嘅。點打？哇！喐唔到喎，拎住把劍又唔可以防禦，又唔可以攻擊，嗰啲儀式多年孤立痛苦困擾住你，呢個打敗你內心詛咒嘅唯一辦法。黑暗喺你體內，佢將你摧毀你，吹水怪。黑暗喺呢度。我會俾你殺死，條佬樣衰，幻影手，喂頂啊！頂咗兩隻，喂乜料啊？點解無啦有嗰隻？嚟，時間停，嚟，哎呀！停！切！嚟！重氣！用重力攻擊可以儲氣嘅。嚟！重力攻擊儲氣，我睇透你嘅黑暗，你個呃人同殺人犯，如果係真係海拉，咁我擁有呢一把劍去殺死神靈嘅劍，跟住點啊？而家要自己想玩，聽日見。而家要點咩？要砌路啊！而家睇下先，點樣砌？又揾個角度砌啲橋啊！ 點樣砌？可唔可以上去？咦？咁搞笑，一推，睇下你向前奔跑，實際上向後，呢個係悲慘嘅過去徘徊。中啊！啲橋自己砌啊！你咁樣一迪利恩嘅犯錯係同樣嘅錯誤。你喺我身邊奪走咗佢，你話哇！你個騙子！我努力拯救你脫離你自己。你仲認為係講大話？黑暗記憶、瘟疫、北方人對迪利恩嘅屠殺，你親眼睇到。你話俾大家我被詛咒，佢哋相信咗你，我相信你。如果黑暗係大話咧，咁迪利恩靈魂去咗邊度？你要點樣拯救？喺嗰度啊！我知喺嗰度，喺呢度，執翻把冷劍。我知喺度啊！堅持住我嚟揾你。點樣而家？又嚟咩？識掉風魔手裏劍嗰隻。我頂，唔可以儲氣太快隻。我頂，起身，唔得，呢隻唔可以用咯。咦？呢隻嘢唔可以揾個時間停頓，打唔到佢喎。個時間停頓只係幫你咯，嚟避下嗰啲咩？我要，我頂！屌！之前嗰隻地下嗰隻咩怪？我頂！又變翻隻色畫畫，嚟有兩隻，頂，乜頂？嚟，哎呀！嚟，頂！哎呀，俾人打得起身。我的咩？頂兩隻。嚟，衝！避開，頂！起身，翻着，推佢，嚟！唉，起身，哎呀！呢個大，喂頂，就係隻大虎。 我頂！喂！嚟！佢呢個防禦嚟！我頂封我手裏劍嚟！其實又俾你打中咗。好，搞掂。佢哋而家去咗邊啊？去咗邊？你試圖再用你嘅大話再呃我，我知喺邊，我就會將佢從我身邊奪走。你奪走咗佢，邊邊啊？我行錯路，喺前邊。你已經走咗，佢死咗，俾佢走。會唔會跌落街啊？行得太快。唔係點啊？可以將我點？隻抽啊！過嚟啊！哇！女巨人，安妮，得唔係打啲幻影怪？我頂！我條忍姐，哇！太乜頂！起身！我頂！你褪翻開先，太多隻啦！有盾牌佬，又雙虎佬，又啲勁乸多隻。重力佬，廢卒，雙虎佬，因為要揼佢解除個時間停頓。頂！盾牌佬。雙虎佬，哇好多啊！而家用啲快近嗰個快攻，用草力攻擊機避唔切太多隻。重力攻擊留翻啲時間停止時先用。雙虎佬可以阻止你解除個時間停止。呢隻廢卒呢隻乜都冇，重力佬佢有可以頂你幾下先至停低，都有啊！思考功，唉頂！哇！邊個用喺度用思考功？重力佬，第一，哼頭，哼頭，我頂，雙虎都仲喺度。我頂！喂！呢個咪即係白地禮嗰隻兔仔。做乜事？廢卒！我邊度用思考功？嚟！我頂！重力佬，起身，時間停頓。好，噴，嚟，噴， 辛苦咯！喂，點解喺度用時？係咪嗰隻細骨嗰隻後邊嗰女巨人喺度係咁做乜嘢？成日有時間停止咗一下，頂俾人坑咗落去。起身，起得切。打重呢個大苦惱先，盾牌佬廢卒 DVD， 嗰隻頂，究竟打幾多隻多到咁？睇。喂，點解喺度有個盾牌佬喺度？又成日震，頂好！個頂，唉，佢成日俾個震咧，搞到佢眼直。佢後面嗰隻女巨人喺度做，喺度搞嘢。個頂，頂！好，頂！好，頂！起身啦！又俾人勾定咗。喂，頂！哎呦！喂，快出翻去！我究竟係要推進啦，定點？而家打好咯，就咁十幾隻都有，20隻都嚟。好，我咪要衝到埋去，其實，啊，喂！哇！頂！我頂！我試下可唔可以去嗰隻女巨人嗰度先？即係咁樣，佢咪唔打住？哇！喺度噴風定唔知做乜嘢？哇！好似打唔到呢隻嘢喎！啊，起身！似要俾隻。要打晒細，喂，冇啊！起身啦！哎呀！唉，頂！GG，叫咩啊？咩 Final Battle 啫咩？起翻身，即係要死㗎？點樣？可以打極都打唔完咁。 攞咗把劍。我執翻個頭。做乜嘢？拎住個頭。如果你講大話，咩就冇咁黑暗？你從來都冇將佢喺身邊帶走，係咪？而且咩？我都救唔到的利恩。頭先又點啊？啲劇情係咁，你要輸定點？唔係咁就你要我相信嘅係你對我對佢做之前一切之後，你個大話唔係大話佬，犯罪嘅內心迷惑同欺騙我，但我知道佢喺邊度，我知道你帶走咗佢。我會俾你我嘅生命，我係想要條命，我嘅靈魂。攞去啊咩？我會成為你嘅奴隸戰士，同你一齊喺諸神黃昏戰鬥。如果你放咗佢，一半好似俾火燒咗咁嗰隻嘢。咩你唔放你就必須殺死我！我一無所有，冇恐懼，冇仇恨，冇追求，乜差都冇。冇辦法控制我。俾人捉住，點樣吊頸死？已經穿過咗去。 是咪已死？係咪喺戰壕中學會唔好畏懼死亡？即係話，因為咩？冇失去嘅生活，亦都冇愛嘅生活。一底度反射。逃離死亡就會見到佢頭下嘅陰影。咪越係逃避，陰影越強越大，直到你睇到佢剩翻黑暗。大限來臨，我哋必須直面死亡，好似朋友擁抱佢。只有咁樣，我哋先唔會恐懼，擺脱我哋嘅黑暗。點死咗？有一隻嘢。翻個頭。黑晒啲字乜鬼？因為咪即係佢？唔好忘記孩子角度看待呢個世界係點樣。每片秋葉都係一件藝術品，每片翻滾嘅雲都係移動嘅畫，每日都一個新故事。我哋喺呢個魔法中誕生，好似大海嘅波浪，最終會回歸海洋嘅懷抱。揼翻頭。再見嘅愛人，自己打自己嘅真係。唔好哀悼波浪、落葉同雲彩，因為佢係黑暗中世界奇蹟同美麗，永遠唔會離開我哋。佢總係喺嗰度，只係等待再次被看到。呢度邊度？佢幻聽又返嚟。等陣。因為係我嘅故事曾經開始嘅地方，所以必須喺呢度結束，因為睇唔到更遠嘅。同我哋一齊，仲有更多故事可以講述。我嘅朋友同我一齊去。啲咩音樂？好似 A 第一嗰隻嘢又死咗。再見，係咪爆機？咁嘅音樂。 對死咗嗰隻女巨人。完爆機。都 OK 嘅，幾好玩嘅隻 game 都。佢啲格鬥嗰啲模式都幾好玩嘅，打落其實打落幾爽快。半個鐘啫喎。你睇唔睇晒佢嚇？我爆機，我哋聽歌喺度。所以我哋睇晒啲字幕佢啦，我哋睇晒啲字幕佢啦。聽歌啊，聽下有幾多隻歌。係中咗一次唔知咩筆屎喺個窿度咁樣跳咗落去下面嗰度，其他都冇乜特別。我覺得應該撳乜 start 先會 skip 呢啲，其他冇乜反應。我喺 YouTube 度睇過一條片，佢哋間公司條片嗰個即係而家做呢個控制嗰條友嗰個角色咧，有條片喺香港度喺度講佢啲嘢。即係 YouTube 度揾到佢間公司。冇得加速，冇得加速，冇得快啲睇。不如 start 啦，算啦，唔睇啦。喂！係唔得嘅喎，我 start 都係冇反應嘅咯，你真係要你睇晒。我想試下撳粒 start 有冇反應，冇反應，全部冇反應，一定要你睇晒佢。特別鳴謝。OK 嘅178 OK 嘅隻 game，抵玩嘅。係真係嗰啲解謎真係有啲難度咧，唔搞幾鑊先至先過到嗰啲關。嗰啲打格鬥嗰啲模式都有時有啲難地，一多嗰陣時可能4、5隻嗰時係要閃嚟閃去先至殺得晒全部。得啦，完啦，最尾啦！哇，有中文。此遊戲包含思覺失調內容表達，呢啲表達方式引述咗真係，只有呢啲嘢真係揾嗰啲專家嚟整係嘛？想了解咁多，得 Hellblade 咩 Hell 啊 Hellblade Hell 嘅 dot info 思覺失調，同埋玩晒隻 game，我都冇留意佢仲有冇其他嘢。玩晒。相片咩係相片模式？咩功能？啊？播放咩？好，要包含劇透建議。有咩睇先？咪撳錯掣啊！唔係啊，翻轉頭啊！仲有一撳咪又全新嚟過點樣？得 skip。喂唔睇啊！等先出去。相片模式係咩啊？跟住呢啲都係警告乜嘢？以下特性建議完成，我睇唔切嗰啲字。建議爆機之後先睇嘛，有劇透。
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. What if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake? And we only see what our inner eye creates for us.
大家暫停咗 ，A 嘅暫停。
Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares.
咁呢啲係廣告片嚟嘅意思係講廣告片定乜嘢啊？
If you believe that Senua's reality is twisted.
咁爆機㗎咯，玩晒㗎咯，咁聽日玩咩？繼續玩 DVD 啊，定玩火影3啊，定點？因為宣傳片嚟睇。
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior.
可以特戰士喺維京領地開上荊棘旅。
But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
即係廣告片嚟嘅呢條係，咁唔睇㗎咯喎！我哋 game 都買咗，唔使睇啦。呢啲宣傳廣告片我感覺上係。
The original idea for Hellblade was to create.
我呢啲冇睇過，打咗一段咩經典英雄故事，一段艱苦旅程，其中幻象世界並唔係另一個星球或者，總之全部都係 FF 諗出嚟啦。精神疾病，嗰隻咪嗰隻唔知乜嘢隱形怪。
A subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senua in Ashwell, Hertfordshire. When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua. I wondered if Senua might be a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered. Picts. And so the Romans built a wall called Hadrian's Wall that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint, painted on with woad, and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
歷史堂咁。
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't live home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait.
Orkney is off the coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts.
哇！
Steeped
有
in
片
history
睇啊，
and
有幾長呢條
and so I
片？
made Orkney Senua's home
歷史嘅10幾
and
鐘。
set the stage for a crisis.
係呢條片有冇得去啲睇多啲啊？
In the
定
late
stop
8th
嘅？
century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts
細嘅
crashed
北方人取
thereafter,
代。
replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings.
征服部
The
落，
Northmen's brutality
高
is
加力就
legendary.
由咗
High-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle.
即係嗰啲畫面有啲打機後面啲畫面叫你咩爆機先睇。
Returns home from exile to find a
god
Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god.
好似遙遠國度，地獄觀戰場我哋獻俾北方神。
I imagine the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
揾老公記。精神折磨。精神病患者。
I came to learn that the Celts had a sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was Gelt. A Gelt is a man or woman
因助就而戰就創傷或者非法癲嘅男人或者女人。
The Gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a Gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption. Another word the Celts used in reference to mental disorders was truth, meaning fool, or liar. One who utters the words of God. They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers in his body. The character called Ruth in Hellblade is based on a little known person called Finda, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world of gods.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla will people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So the stage was set for a new adventure.
嗰個就係呢個女主角嗰個人嚟嘅。
A vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
To make a game about a warrior with
有關精神疾病戰士遊戲，充滿危險嘅精神病等心理疾病。
Psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema.
呢個世紀電影中好少得承認。
Where it does feature, it often conflicts
psychosis
and psychopathy associated with a lack of.
好似將精神病患者攞嚟做 game 啊。
These two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher,
揾埋啲專家嚟整啊隻 game。
at University of Cambridge.
教授兼精神科醫生。
And it refers to having a loss of contact with objective reality. So it's characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive. And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favour of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim, and the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
即係玩隻 game 啊，可以體驗做精神病患者嘅戰士。
We were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject. that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool. Thanks so much for doing it.
Pleasure. Thanks. It's really interesting for me. I'd love to be involved. It's fascinating.
Yep.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness. After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character with different experiencing their perspective, actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules. If we were to represent Senua psychosis, we would have to simulate voice hearing and common action. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually
我玩成係咁啦，有幻聽。
Crucially, we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears. It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you. Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with two young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also crucially listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their first-hand account of what they experienced.
Sometimes the visions or what we're seeing is too much, we become small until eventually we don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told were fascinating, harrowing and mind-boggling. The reality of what people experienced was vivid, far exceeding what I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
佢用 PS4 時嘅。
Hands feel now, my heart is so, love is so far away. Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me. Now I see deep in me, insanity does unfold. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. Hands feel now, my heart is so, love is so far away. Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me. Feel like this, read like this, I just wanna live, that's all. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper.
佢啲畫面全部都係佢打嗰啲畫面嚟嘅。
To refine our work, we continue to hold meetings with recovery collegists over the course of a year and a half, showing them what we had achieved so far and refining the in-game representations based on their feedback. With their help, flashbacks, visions and changes in perception were woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
The students that are involved in this project are incredibly excited about being involved. They have described the experience as being important because it values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have been through, all of that experience becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
The experiences described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at her, slamming on her doors 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in the room, so ill that she would sometimes try to rescue them. The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for some.
Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on.
入嚟睇片，冇啦，打爆咗了，跟住我咪有啲片咪撳埋嚟睇咯，佢嗰隻 game 入邊爆機了。
And so I was perpetually torn in making Hellblade. Had we gone too far with our representations or not far enough?
斷劍啊，剩翻把勁劍嗰度。
Broken and lost, just like your soul.
In some ways, voice hearing and visions were the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
Patterns in the world. They begin to link things that most people wouldn't link. Most of the things that we might think would be coincidence, not worth commenting on. Nevertheless, that might have a particular salience or importance for them.
One individual described how everyday words, sounds, colours and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom of.
精神病患者就係咁樣玩呢隻 game 係嘛？
It's not like the system shut down. It's actually an incredibly creative process. The person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors, and they're completely immersed in it. They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind. The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within, the secret runes of the gods that block her path to Helheim, and strange associations that exist in the game to complete Senua's quest. You have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress. Afterwards they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game. People with delusions of all sorts would argue the same thing, that they are not aware of their experience being abnormal.
It's important.
Representing perception changes and thinking patterns within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis. But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms. Quite often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma, isolation and mistreatment that comes about from the rest of society.
Is that ever cursed?
社會上嘅孤立、虐待。
What if they're right?
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering.
信賴原本。
Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to relive her own internal pain. As often is the case, those who have suffered mental illness will suffer us. My hope is that by creating a compelling and aspirational character, albeit in a fantasy setting, we can provide a lens into her reality, a different one to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always prone to psychosis as a child. Her mother Galena also had voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect. Or perhaps it was cultural, as she lived within a world without science, gods and superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exacerbated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the
It's spreading.
The trauma of seeing her lover Dillian sacrificed tips her over the edge, making her remodel her reality around the concept that connects everything. The darkness. So the question is, what Senua experiences real? Can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Towards the end of the project, service users and professionals that had collaborated with us were invited to see the near There was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
For me, being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege. It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty.
成日啲幻影，解謎砌翻啲幻影出嚟。
I was blown away by it today, absolutely blown away.
大吃一驚，創新遊戲啊！
In a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to. Things have been taken on board, and I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
Hellblade will give people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences.
係啲幻聽係幾正，你戴住個耳機玩啊真係。
And I've asked us to come along and
成日幻聽喺度唔知做乜嘢。
help me build an experience that's positive when it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
攞副本嚟試試。
I think all the way through, I was really inspired by how the conversations have translated into the game in a way that I think I didn't imagine was possible. So wonderful, really wonderful.
用遊戲嚟叫你關注精神病患者。
I really hope that others will follow the lead they've set.
佢樹立領先地位。
Use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions.
用 game 嚟改變人嘅想法。
And ultimately,
理解啊。
to make some of the
最終
stigma
是
around
用
voice
語咩？
hearing
指
and
語
other
音。
experiences go away.
經歷咩？恥辱消失。
For me, it was really exciting to see something that I explore scientifically being represented so beautifully in a character who's trying to penetrate the mysteries of the environment in which they've been placed, with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're getting. I'm very excited by this way of trying to represent mental illness, because I think it actually might be offering us insights that we wouldn't get from pure scientific explorations, and actually giving us quite an empathic view.
通常嗰啲 game 嗰啲黐線佬係啲怪嚟嘅嘛，通常都係好少係個主角係有精神病。
Mental illness has been with us for as long as
有冇其他好似冇乜啦係嘛？好少話個主角係有精神病，通常係啲怪先有。
I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness. The only reason we have computers, spacecraft, medicine, poetry, art, and even video games is because individuals are able to simulate new abstract realities in their minds and share them with the rest of us. We need people to be willing to see differently in order for us to progress and survive as society. And we need to be open to these new ways of seeing. And it is this spirit that motivated me to create Senua's story and share it with you.
分享與你分享精神。但係入去佢哋個網啊 ，Hellblade Hell 啊，係咩 .info 啊？玩晒成隻 game，全部爆晒咯。咁聽日玩乜嘢？你見啊07分，佢玩其他 game 添喎，仲有時間。咁聽日一係玩火影咯，火影3我未玩，淨玩 DVD。啊！而家玩 DVD， 聽日睇下聽日再點。因為聽日玩火影3，唔係執喺度有排都爆唔到。你玩 Battle 慣。